Peace to everybody. This is about Dayton shooter's friend bought body armor, gun accessories used in deadly attack. Prosecutors say. And of course, here's the video about it, but I'm not going to play it. A longtime friend of Dayton shooter Connor Betts allegedly bought the body armor, 100-round magazine, and a firearm accessory used in the deadly attack that killed 9 people, officials say Monday. So there was a longtime friend of the Dayton shooter, Connor Betts. He allegedly bought the body armor, 100-round magazine, and a firearm accessory. It was allegedly used in the deadly attack that killed 9 people. Ethan Coley, 24, of the Dayton suburb of Kettering, was charged with two offenses not connected to the August 4th massacre, falsely denying that he was a drug user when buying a handgun for himself in May, and then possession of a firearm while unlawfully using drugs. So Ethan Coley, he's 24 years old. He is the Dayton suburb of Kettering, and he was charged with 2 offenses not connected to the August 4th massacre. So the August 4th massacre has nothing to do with what happened. Of course, he was falsely denying that he was a drug user when buying a handgun for himself in May, and then he possession of a firearm while unlawfully using drugs. So he was using drugs and had a firearm on top of it. But Coley's weapons played no role in the mass shooting, investigators said, and authorities also emphasized that Coley appeared to play no part in the planning of Betts' mass shooting in the early morning of August 4th. So Coley had no part of it whatsoever. Of course, authorities emphasized that Coley appeared to play no part in it. So Coley was pretty much innocent. But it still doesn't give him the right to be doing drugs and having a firearm on top of it. To be clear, there is no evidence and allegation in those criminal complaints that Coley intentionally participated in the planning of Betts' August 4th shooting. U.S. Attorney Benjamin Glassman for the Southern District of Ohio said, "I don't want that to be misconstrued." Alright, so you got a U.S. Attorney Benjamin Glassman for the Southern District of Ohio. Of course, there is no evidence or allegations this criminal complaint that Coley intentionally participated in the planning of Betts' August 4th shooting. So there was no proof whatsoever. And he also said that I don't want that to be misconstrued. Court documents that Coley bought the equipment and kept them in his apartment to assist Betts in hiding them from Betts' parents. So there was court documents saying that Coley had bought the equipment and kept them in his apartment because I guess he didn't want his parents to know about it. And of course, he was to assist Betts in hiding them from Betts' parents. So Betts' parents didn't know anything about these guns, allegedly. In addition to the body armor magazine, Coley also purchased for Betts an upper receiver of the AR-15 weapon, according to a criminal complaint. An upper receiver creates a pathway for the cartridge to move efficiently from the magazine to the weapon's barrel. So that's what it did. So Coley did purchase for Betts an upper receiver for the AR-15 weapon, allegedly. And of course, it was according to a criminal complaint. The upper receiver creates a pathway for the cartridge to move efficiently from the magazine to the weapon's barrel. So it can move from cartridge from the magazine to the barrel real fast. I can say that the purchases that are at issue here were some of the equipment that was used on August 4th, Glassman said. So Glassman is saying that he can say the purchases that are at issue here were some of the equipment that was used on August 4th. So August 4th, vets did use some of the bullets allegedly to kill people. Todd Wickerham, the FBI special agent in charge of its Cincinnati office, said he doesn't know what Coley believed Betts was going to do with all his high-powered firearm accessories. So you got a Todd Wickerman, who's the FBI special agent. He was in charge of its Cincinnati office. He also said he doesn't know what Coley believed Betts was going to do with all his high-powered firearm accessories. Well, we knew what was going. Well, he kind of knew, but I guess he didn't want to know about it because I guess he was kind of trying to deny it, actually. And of course, you know, Betts has allegedly been killed or either arrested. I can't speak to exactly what he thought he was going to use the firearm for, Wickerman said, but we have not found any indication that he knew Betts was going to conduct this attack. Alright, so Wickerman is saying that they have not found any indication that he knew was going to conduct this attack. So he didn't know if Coley was in the middle of it or not. But allegedly Coley was not in the middle of it, but we know that he was, or allegedly we know now that he was. Although not a crime, Coley was in his apartment when he witnessed and assisted Betts assemble the AR-15 used to kill 9 people, according to a criminal complaint. So the criminal complaint is according to saying that Coley was in his apartment when he witnessed and assisted Betts assemble the AR-15, allegedly, to use to kill 9 people. But do we know for sure? No, we don't. Coley indicated that approximately 10 weeks ago, while in Coley's apartment, Coley watched and helped Betts assemble the AR-15 weapon used by Betts in the August 4th, 2019 shooting in Dayton, the complaint said. So, allegedly, Coley indicated that approximately about 10 weeks ago, while they were in the apartment, Coley watched and helped Betts assemble the AR-15, allegedly, weapon used by Betts. Coley indicated that upon arrival of the drum magazine approximately 6 to 8 weeks ago, Betts retrieved the assembled weapons, including the drum magazine, and took possession of it and the body armor at that time. So now we got 6 to 8 weeks ago, and of course Betts retrieved the assembled weapon according to them, including the drum magazine, and took possession of it and the body armor at that time, allegedly. Responding Dayton police killed Betts, 24, just outside the doors of Ned Pepper's bar, where the killer could have shot dozens more people inside, authorities have said. So authorities said that Betts, 24, was just outside the doors of Ned Pepper bar. Now, I never heard of that bar, so I'm not familiar with it. And it's he's also saying where the killer could have shot dozens more people inside. So, I mean, all these alleged mass shootings are staged, really, because you know what, all these false flags that are coming from the government and everything, this is what you get, all these kind of things that are going around with all these alleged mass shootings that are not real. Betts' victims include his 22-year-old sister Megan Betts. The others were Lois Oglesby, 27, Saeed Salah, 38, Daryl Fudge, 57, Logan Turner, 30, Nicholas Comer, 25, Thomas McNichols, 25, Beatrice Warren Curtis, 36, and Monica Brickhouse, 39. So this is what Betts had included. All of these included his sister. He killed his own sister, and she was, I don't know how old. She was 22. I mean, why would you want to kill your own sister just because she's out having a good time and partying with her friends and everything, and yet you got to go and kill your own family member, allegedly? Come on. And of course, these others that included, as you can see, here are all these names. And then if you need to do some research on them, please do, because, look at their Facebook, look at their Instagram, Twitter, anything you could find on them. Betts' motive was not immediately clear to police. Coley faces up to 15 years in prison if convicted on all charges. So there is a 50-50 chance that Coley can faces up to 15 years in prison, allegedly. The defendant told FBI agents that he did hard drugs with Betts, as well as marijuana and acid, 4 or 5 times a week from 2014 to 2015, Glassman said. Well, don't you know marijuana and acid don't mix together very well? Because it makes you go crazy. So this is what Coley had confessed to the FBI agents, that he did hard drugs with Betts. I mean, this, it's sickening. Coley said he smokes marijuana daily, had done so for 10 years, the federal prosecutor added. So Coley has been smoking marijuana for 10 years. Now, we don't know if it's medical marijuana or it's regular marijuana. It doesn't say which one it is. So, which one do you think it is? Either the street one or the medical one. And of course, they made a correction here, down below. An earlier version of this article misstated the charges against Ethan Coley. He was charged with falsely denying he was a marijuana user possessing a gun while using illegal drugs, not with buying body armor and firearm accessories for Connor Betts. And of course, they had to make that correction because somehow they screwed up somewhere in the article, so they went back and recorrect themselves about it. So this is what it is. And of course, like I said, we don't know if Coley was using medical marijuana or illegal marijuana. So I guess Coley was using illegal drugs, not with buying body armor and firearms for Connor Betts, allegedly. So who knows what's going on, or what's what anymore, because all these alleged shootings, of these mass shootings, allegedly, they're all false flags. And this is what you people want to believe? False flags? Really? I don't even believe it. Leave your comments below. I am out.